Let me ask you something. You've been working for a few years, probably even saving. So you have a good discipline around money. But if I was to ask you something right now, even looking at your savings account, let's say you're earning a decent salary. If you look at your savings accounts, can you tell me if if you're going to be financially free with the amount you have there? Are you on track for financial freedom? No. Why? Because your savings was never designed for financial freedom. So it's not because you're lazy. It's not because, you're not a little bit disciplined with money, but there is an information gap. I like it when the scripture says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 mistakes people are making around money and the fix on how we can fix it. Okay? Hello, everybody. My name is Nancy, and I'm your favorite internet wealth, mindset, and investment coach. I have been in finance and working in finance for over 2 decades. And right now, I've been an active investor since 2016. In this time, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and have learned and captured all my lessons. And this is what I'm about to teach you. So you do not have to make the mistakes we have made or I have made. Now you can start from where I'm starting so that you don't have to make those mistakes. Okay? So let's get into it. Now let's explore a statistic that should make everybody sit up. Okay? Let's look at this. So according to the research from the ONS, it shows that UK households have very little in financial assets outside property and pensions. Most people are just one job loss away from losing everything, or just one health scare away from losing everything. Why? Well, you've been working since you were younger. Why shouldn't your savings be enough? Because it was never designed to make you wealthy. So this tells you something very, 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 very important. The wealth gap is not primarily about income. It is a knowledge and a behavior problem. Now look at it. Let's explore. 2 different people working, earning, one is earning 60,000 a year. Another one is earning 30,000 a year. The person earning 60,000 a year spends all their earning and maybe has a little bit of savings. Now the next person earning 30,000 a year doesn't spend all they earn, and not just saving, they are investing very little. Now you're going to find out that the person earning 30,000 a year will be financially free even before the 60,000 person will be. The 60,000 person will never be financially free. Why? Because you're not doing what you need to do to become financially free. Okay? So let's explore the mistakes people make. The first mistake most people make is saving without investing. We have already proven this point earlier on in this video. I said, if you have been saving since, I want you to check your savings account. And whatever amount you have in your savings account, tell me in the time you have been saving, is that amount enough to last you for that same time period? Precisely not. Why? Because inflation slowly bleeds our savings. You think your money is growing every month, they're giving you 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. No. But if inflation rate is not outperforming, if your savings rate is not outperforming inflation rate, you are getting poorer. So one mistake people make is that they are saving without investing. So savings is good, investing is better. Don't get me wrong. You need to save to have like liquidity. You need money, you need cash for things that you might need in the house. Your tires, your hair, your nails, your children, ballet, gym, all of those things. Savings is good. Your emergency funding should be 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Anything outside your emergency funding, you should be making your money work for you. Because inflation will eat and slowly bleed your savings, you cannot depend on your savings for financial freedom. Okay? So now what is the fix? You need to start investing. Did you know that just by putting your money in the simple S&P 500, on average, over decades, it has returned on average 10% annual return on investment? So even if you're saving right now, let's do the maths. You're saving right now and your best saving rate is giving you 3.5% and you're comfortable with that. Inflation is 3%. So you're literally 0.5% in growth or interest. However, that same money in the S&P 500, a simple ETF, low cost, diversified, gives us a 10% annual return on investment. So how do you think you can be stranded or be broke if you invest? Okay, last year, 2025, the S&P actually returned a 16% return on investment. In 2024, it returned a 26% return on investment. And in 2023, it returned a 20% return on investment. So on average, we say is a 10% because in 2022, it actually returned a minus 18% return on investment. So your investment will go up and down, but over a period of time, because the silent thing that is building your wealth is the compound growth factor. But we'll talk about that more later. Okay, so one mistake people are making is you're saving and not investing. The second mistake is I'm waiting for the right time to invest. Come on, there's never a right time to invest. The markets go up and down. We cannot predict the future. We can't predict what's going to happen. But we know, or data has shown, that if you are in the market, right, and give it a period of time, you will always build wealth. Now, in between, you're going to get ups and downs, ups and downs. Like recently, we had the Iranian war happen. That affected the market. The year before that, we had the tariffs war. That affected the market. So if you have been waiting, you're trying to tell me that you're predicting, you know what is going to happen, that the market will drop. Nobody can predict the future, but we ride the waves and keep investing regardless of what is happening. Why? Because it's not the amount we're investing. It is the time in the market. I tell people that you can make more money, but you can never make more time. So when you invest for a long period of time and give compound growth to do the work, it's not the amount you're investing. It's the fact that compound interest, which is the eighth wonder of the world, is making you richer. What is compound interest? Compound interest is, this is your capital. This is your initial investment. You're going to make interest on that, let's say in the next year, let's say 10%. Then in the next year, you're going to make money on the initial capital. The interest now is a third layer, and fourth, fifth, sixth. So you keep on making your gains on everything together, not just on your initial investment. Do you feel me? I hope I explained that in simple terms. So compound interest is what builds us wealth, but compound interest is activated and needs a lot of time for it to work its best, or to reach its full potential. So time in the market is better than trying to time the market. I have a personal story here, guys. Don't tell them. So I have someone that's very, very close to me. And this person has been waiting to invest since 2024 January. Why? The S&P is too high. It's been the highest it's been for years. It's too high. It's too high. It has to come back down. Guys, the S&P since then has grown over 40%. And that person is still waiting to invest. There's never a right time to invest. You just need to take the plunge and do it anyways. Let's go on. The third mistake people make is lifestyle inflation trap. Do you know that? I've been there. I remember when I started working in finance, because I hadn't earned that kind of money before, I just started seeing things that I would never have seen before. Of course, with my small salary then, now anymore, I've started seeing things. I've started seeing designer bags. I'm like, oh, that suits me. Oh, that could suit me. You'll find out that if you increase your lifestyle, you'll always be stuck. So if you were earning 1,000, you're already feeling stuck. Now you're earning 5K. You have now increased your lifestyle so much that you are still feeling stuck, even with your 5K salary. This is called lifestyle inflation trap, which a lot of people go through. Oh, they start earning more money. They want to get a bigger car. They want to get a bigger house. They start subscribing to things that they haven't subscribed to before because they couldn't afford it. You'll find out that it's still a short squeeze because you have increased your lifestyle. So that is a mistake people make, and this is what is keeping some people poor and small. Another mistake people make is no financial education. You cannot go into something you don't understand. So this is a gap I see a lot of people make, and a lot of mistakes people are making around this. Simply informing yourself and getting informed is not you being a subject matter expertise. No, a lot of people hear these things and they're like, oh, it's too stressful. Guys, come on, you've been in school for 13 years. You've learned about quadratic equations. You've learned about, I don't even know, Pythagoras theorem. You've learned about all those things that you probably will never use. And they don't teach us about pensions. They don't teach us about stocks and shares ISA. They don't teach us about basic investments. They don't teach us about balance sheets. These are the things that will give us freedom. You should know that that's a trap. So you must educate yourself. Not being ignorant is not an excuse. In order to get to where you need to get to in your life, your next phase, you need to be informed. So nobody is saying, yeah, you should be a financial expert. No, but just be informed so that you can make the right decisions. Okay. So lack of financial education is making people poor and people small. All right. Another one, the last one is going it alone. Yes. I tell people that your network is your net worth. When you're in a community of like-minded individuals doing life together, building wealth together, it rubs off on you. So even if you didn't have like great aspirations before, now you're seeing people doing bigger things that you've ever thought before that was possible, and you're finding out that it's possible. So it's not a you thing, it's just your mindset. So now hanging around people that are doing the same things, experiencing the same feels and getting rich together always helps. And this is why our community of like-minded people in my investment academy helps us. When the market is down, beginner investors haven't experienced this before. So they're like, what's going on, Coach Nancy? What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, calm down. Okay. This is how the markets work. It's a cycle. But doing it alone, you probably will lose faith and be like, I'm sure. See, I've lost money again, yet again. This is why community is very important. There is no shame. There is no shame. You ask questions and you get the right results. Okay. So right now, we've talked about the mistakes people make and how to fix them. Are you going to start investing today? I want to invite you personally to my Saturday's masterclass for beginner investors, where we're going to be exploring ETFs, which are exchange traded funds. An example, like I spoke about in this video, is the S&P 500. And we're going to be exploring in REITs, real estate investment trust. This will be our income generating part of our portfolio. And the ETFs is the growth generating part of our portfolio. A combination of both will give us balance and diversification. And after class on Saturday, you will be able to join our community of like-minded individuals. We're doing life together, getting richer together, and growing together as a family. Now, this class is for purely basic beginner investors. I don't even know what an ISA account is. I'm going to teach you. So you don't know anything about investing. All you need to do is have your brokerage account already ready, set up. The link in the description is going to be here in this video. Click the link, invest in your knowledge for your future self. And your future self will always say, thank you for starting today. Now, like I said, you can make more money, but you cannot make more time. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time to start investing is right now, today. Okay, so I would like to see you in class on Saturday. Come with an open mind, an open heart, and know that that will be the best decision you're ever going to make for the rest of your life. And the same information you learn in class, you can deploy it and share with your family members, your children, set them up for life so that whatever you have experienced as a person up until now, they don't have to go through it. Why? Because you have paved the way for them. Okay? So come with an open mind, come with an open heart, and be ready to learn. Because leaders are readers, and people that keep learning always get higher and higher and higher. So I hope to see you in class on Saturday. Until the next time, see you again.